So, I've been having just a little bit of a scare over the last about a week. I've been doing some range charges because I've been going through, packing on quite the mileage, I should say. And my range charges were topping out at about 197 to 198 miles. I was getting pretty darn scared since only at, timeout, sneeze coming on. And it passed. Anyways, I was getting a bit scared as only at 12,500 I was getting 208 miles on a range charge, which is just 1 mile less than what I was getting when the vehicle was new. Now, yesterday I did an exceptionally long drive, and I ended up having like 5 miles left range. So I decided, well, what the hell, if my battery might be out of balance, let's run her down and bring her all the way back up to full. So that is what I did, and went for just a little drive with the kids, get them ready for bed, get them all calmed down. They love going for car rides. In fact, I got my little marshmallow man Vinny in the back right now. He's just sipping his apple cider, non-alcoholic, and pulled in at home, and we sat in the driveway with the heat running. It was at 0 when I pulled into the driveway. I had it timed just right. And we just sat here because the kids fell asleep on that short little car ride. And just sat here with the heat on, which draws, fair decent amount of power. And drained her down and said charge immediately or something like that on the screen, so on and so forth. Since there's no way in heck I'd be able to charge it at the lowest possible speed and still be able to do the next day's drive, I just popped her in 40 amp. I let it go at a 90%, or most people know it as a standard charge. Let that go to from 0 all the way up to a standard charge. Then, about an hour before leaving this morning, we just went 1.5 miles on 1 mile's worth of range, and we're drawing exceptionally high power consumption. I bet you I could have gone 2 miles. Anyways, then about an hour before we left this morning, I hit the button on the iPhone app to have it go to a range charge, or the full maximum charge. Now, it must have been doing some balancing or something there, as at 203 miles shown for range, it was still pulling about 9 amps at 240 volts. That's usually pretty high at that point. Usually it's only pulling 4 or 5 amps at that point as of lately. So must have been doing some good balancing and so on and so forth. Considering the range meter was showing just a little bit under, as we were able to do a 1/2 mile more at a higher energy consumption than a rated range usually is. So I bet you if I was driving a little more conservatively, I probably would have gotten 205, maybe 206 miles on this charge. But alas, I am not driving conservatively because I'm, as usual, late. Good thing my customers are usually late too. It kind of evens each other out there. And, school bus. Now we're down to 201, but we just went up a rather large hill, and our energy consumption just went up to 413 watt hours per mile. And I'm drawing quite a bit higher than average. Average was 275 in the last 5 miles total. Of course, that includes last night as well. So, my concerns are getting a little have died down quite a bit. That and I think the cold weather's been affecting things quite a bit since when we had a cold snap. That was almost like an instant 10-mile loss on a charge. So I'm feeling better now. It was still kind of cool last night. Not as cold as it was last week. Last week we were in like the low 30s all every night. So the battery pack got fairly cold soaked. And then we're in the high 40s, low 50s during the day. We're already at 48 degrees at 7:11 in the morning. Now, I will be reporting how much excessively low temperatures will affect the range. And when I say excessively low, well, I'm talking Wisconsin climate. So, below 32 degrees. Once we get closer to end of December, beginning of January, we're probably going to be looking at daytime temperatures of 15, 16 degrees Fahrenheit, nighttime temperatures of about 10, sometimes less, and we can get into the negatives here. And see what happens, because I'm actually driving to, I'm going today, I got to drive my customer, and then I am going to have to take Midget to school, right buddy? After school, pick him up, get my other boy, get my sister-in-law, get my niece, and we are going heading to Chicago, get a refund on a plane ticket from a travel agent, go get some tasty food on the little Saigon area, get a nice big bowl of pho, and then head over to Villa Park Service Center. Unfortunately, a water issue came back in my trunk lid again. So, it wasn't as bad this time, so whatever they did the last two times, cut it down quite a bit. But I work at a body shop, I can attest that finding water leakage where it's coming from can be insanely difficult. So I'm going to have them look at that again. I'm not, it wasn't enough where I'd be like super concerned, but considering we're going into the winter months, if I was down south, I wouldn't care at all for the most part. But winter months, if I do get any kind of accumulation of water in that trunk hatch, even considering that it's aluminum, and if that freezes, I could have some nasty disfiguration of the aluminum trunk hatch. And we don't want disfiguration. Disfiguration is bad. So here I am to pick up my client, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, see you later.